Nate Doyle, it's great to have you back on the podcast.
Thank you for having me, Steve, and really enjoy the podcasts that you've been putting out.
Excellent. Yeah, we got a couple, some new news and a couple things that we want to talk about in your new dedicated setup for quick turn compounds, a new offering on the PEBA side, right? And then
Yep.
some other services that you're going to share with us. So let's get into this. You were telling me how you have this dedicated co-rotating twin screw extrusion
Yep.
line for quick turn. And quick turn is it's so important to medtech, right? Whether it's tubing, braiding, catheter components. I'm involved on the side on a catheter program, part of a virtual team that's developing a new program. And there's all types of different companies, but this company's, it's angel investors and whether it's VC or whatever. And it's like churn is you can be done very quickly if you don't get parts quickly to prototype.
Yeah.
So I'm real excited to get into this. Tell us a little bit about this quick turn compounding capability.
Yeah, absolutely. Looking at the service, the expediting service, we've had an expedite service. We actually launched our original service in 2014, and at that time, our lead times were, roughly 2 to 3 weeks. And, whatever R&D or someone always wants something faster, as you were just mentioning, there's situations that arise. So, being a service, we wanted to ensure we could meet our customers' needs. So back then, we offered a 5-day turnaround time, and we'd work the order into our current production schedule and get it out the door. And during COVID, lead times across the whole market became an issue, as well as, just regular growth pattern. And it was becoming increasingly difficult to meet 5 days. So we offered a 10-day option at that time too. And, as things continue to grow and continue to evolve, the end of last year and, beginning of this year, we just noticed, customer feedback was, can you get it faster? Can you get it faster? As you're mentioning, these R&D projects or things that are surges in demand. Really, you need to respond quickly. And to do that, we listen to our customers, and we want to meet those needs. So we've now purchased a twin screw extruder and have it dedicated. It'll be dedicated to just the expediting service from here on out. So then customers will be able to pick a 5-day or 10-day lead time. If they feel that their program is warranting of that quick turnaround time, and we'll be able to meet that need now without having to break into production or screw up our schedule. Yep.
That's great, Nate. I mean, that's a twin screw extruder is not cheap, so that's a big investment to the market.
Yeah. Yeah, no, we totally understand, and we understand we're primarily a service, and we've always prided ourselves on great customer service and good quality, and we wanted to show the marketplace that we mean business, and that we wanted to meet their demands.
Okay. So that's medical grade compounds, radiopacifiers, colors, lubricious additives, antimicrobials, UV, all these different value add additives.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's a 27 millimeter twin screw extruder. It's set up exactly like the rest of our lines out in production. So there's no limitations necessarily on materials or fillers or additives, and these such. So it's geared up to make medical formulations that we typically provide at the same level of quality we provide on all of our products.
Okay, that's key there. The same level of quality, right? For a prototype.
Yeah, I mean, you can do things fast, right, and turn something out, but if it's not good quality, it's not going to matter too much to the program out there. Yeah, exactly.
Right.
Yeah.
So is that up online now, or do you have a date? Or okay.
Yeah, so this is going to launch July 7th once we get back from the July 4th holiday. The machine is here. It's set up and it's working through its validations right now. But we are getting out there to announce it to to ensure that our customers and other folks know that it's going to be offered and available coming here very shortly.
Excellent. All right. Good job. I think the industry will appreciate the investment that you're putting towards this endeavor.
No, we thank you, and we understand. There's always chances for inventory mishaps, and that R&D, needing to see something quickly. So we don't see that going away anytime soon. So we're gearing up to meet that for future
Right.
services.
Okay, good. Let's move on to a new offering you have in the low modulus, super soft materials. I know you have this Resiloy 1100. That's a TPU blend. I think you can go down to maybe 35A up to
Right.
60A. And now you have a new offering in that Resiloy family, right? The 1200. That's a low-durometer PEBA.
Correct. Yeah. So after the success of our launch of the TPU version, the 1100 series, and we started with the 1100 series, as there was already, competition out in the marketplace, and had some good programs and streams of where that could be used. Mostly neurovascular type of catheters, places where, peripheral vascular, where it's very tight corners and you have to have very superior navigation in the body, and balloons as well. So high elongation balloons. With this PBAX or PEBA, I'm sorry, PEBA offset, we took, PEBAs go down to about 25 short D. And it looks like the market is always looking for something softer, more flexible. Things are getting thinner and thinner. You have to do more, with the material. So we're meeting some of the, off the shelf material limitations now. So we're just trying to expand that design space as far as possible for design engineers at OEMs to continue to look and be able to innovate within the catheter space.
Okay.
Yeah.
Go
sorry. I was just going to say, the PEBAs go down to 45 shore A.
Okay.
So that's where it stops, where TPUs can go down to 35 shore A. The 1200 series will be 1245, which is 45, 1250, 1260, and 1270. The last two numbers are the hardness of the material. This material is very compatible as well as bondable to PEBAs, but also other polar type of polymers like TPUs and polycarbonates, ABSs, things of this nature. High flexibility, bondability is great. Tackiness is low because as you get softer materials, tackiness of the surface and handling can make it of an issue, and good processability as well. Where softer materials can tend to bridge in the feeders and the hoppers, and then you get a lot of dye drool or dye buildup. This we've helped design to ensure that's as low as possible.
Nice. If we could back up a little, Nate, this term alloy in a polymer compound, can you just kind of define that for us?
Sure. Alloys are typically two materials that are compatible with each other, that can be blended and not have properties that come out that are, how do I want to say this? that when you blend them, the properties are, synergistic. They're not competing at each other. You're not having phase separation where they're, with incompatible materials, you'll see, material properties decrease and you have, no overall benefit. Where materials that are compatible and you blend them together, you typically are getting properties that are beneficial.
Okay. Yeah. So it's a blend of compatible materials there where you can alter the characteristic properties, flexibility and such, modulus.
Exactly.
Okay.
Yep. In this case, flexibility and modulus were and shore A hardness were the main key drive factors. Yep.
You mentioned a little bit about bondability. The reason that you created these alloys, was there an unmet need in the space, or were there gaps that you're filling with these two compounds?
Yeah, absolutely. So bondability was extremely important as the competitor type of materials didn't really want to bond, or the bond strength was very difficult or very low. And everybody wants to just do like a melt process or a thermal bond instead of having to use adhesives and primers and these types of things to do it. So trying to simplify it, the processes to being more of a melt or a heat bond, thermal bonded type of material is a processing advantage. So we wanted to ensure that obviously it bonded to other catheter segments. So if you're building up and reflowing it, it would naturally just bond to each other and have a good strong bond. But also if you're then doing post-processing of tipping or putting a balloon on it, the material would bond to those materials as well. We did testing to different substrates and peel testing and lab shear testing to ensure that the bond strength was optimized.
Okay. Okay. That's great. And with these Resiloy compounds, you could also add radiopacifiers, colors, antimicrobials, lubricious additives to add value.
Yeah, absolutely. Just like another natural raw material. Yeah, it accepts bariums, bismuths, tungstens. Mobilize your any color, it can be colorable, not to your branding or identification. Yep, absolutely.
On changing the subject a little bit, but staying on additives, are you seeing any over the past year or two any increase in certain additives, functional additives, more than you have seen in the past?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, lubricity has always been and coefficient of friction modifiers, surface modification has been a very hot topic, as we've discussed in the past, and that the MPP about PFAS and these regulations coming down the line. So anything to reduce the need to use any fluoropolymers or anything materials that have PFAS in them has been a great or hot topic out in the industry. So we've always had Mobilize to as an additive, but we're seeing across ourselves and other competitors, looking for the next best thing. Yep.
Gotcha. Okay. Thanks for that. You also have a new service that you're offering, and when you told me about it, I was a little shocked. Maybe not shocked is the right word, but it's pretty interesting that you're bringing this catheter testing or tubing testing services in, and I'm not talking about tensile testing and things like that, DSC and all that. You're able to provide some catheter testing services, right? I'll let you run with that one.
Yeah. So, to piggyback off of, all this surface modification that we were just mentioning, one of the tests that we had sent out in the past or had used in the past as a good indicator for coefficient of friction or surface tribology was a pushability and retractability test that is used in the marketplace across multiple different catheter systems. The leading folks out there that manufacture these equipment is Machine Solutions out in Flagstaff. Shout out to them. And we had used their services in the past, and became that we were trying. This is a major focus of us, and trying to come out with that next best thing for lubricity and. To cut down on development time, we had purchased one of these machines, and now since we purchased it, and we can offer that services to our customers as well. And so quick turn. We're not necessarily a valid accredited lab or something of this nature, but if R&D purposes and folks want to see where their materials stack up or their catheter stacks up against an arterial type of tortuous path or venous type of tortuous path, or just how's the catheter react against a different material that may be the introducer that it's being going down, something of that nature. We can now help come up with generate some data. Yep.
That's excellent. I've been to Machine Solutions in Flagstaff and was there for a day doing some testing on a catheter, and that's a great service that you're bringing in-house.
Yeah, we're very excited. It is new, and we're still learning at the moment. But we'll definitely be putting out a launch and a press release on this when we're ready to start offering that as a service. But we're very excited to be able to not streamline our own design and development for the materials. We don't do any catheter development or produce any catheters, but the materials that go into making those, we want to make sure that our materials are the best. Yeah.
Yeah, it all starts with the materials, right?
Yeah.
and,
Yeah. Yeah.
and I love this, this trend that I see at Compounding Solutions with this, again, with this investment, not only in the new twin screw extrusion line, big bucks, to be able to quick turn different compounds where you could change additives and lubricity. And then at some point, you'll be able to test those pretty quickly, I assume, as well. And that's a great combination of services that you're putting together. So kudos.
Thank you. Thank you. Like, as I mentioned, we see ourselves as a service provider, and we don't produce a lot of our own products. So our customer service and quality are two of our key priorities.
Okay. What do you see? What do you got going on the horizon? You got any shows coming up? Where could people find you and talk to you face to face besides taking a trip up to Maine in July? Or that'd be pretty fun as well.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, please reach out and definitely come on up to see us up here in the northernmost state of Maine.
Yeah.
We'll be at the MTI show in Ireland. I think that's the week of September
Yep.
23rd, which will also be at, I think you have a MPP going on at the same time. So we're very excited to be a part of that.
Good.
We'll be at the MD&M Minnesota show this year, which I think it's in October.
Yeah, late
I'm not sure
October.
exact dates. Yeah, late October too.
Before hunting season.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So get those. We'll be at those two shows, and then Compomed in Germany in Dusseldorf, November. So those we'll be at all three of those shows, highlighting these new materials as well as services.